marks the ceremonial beginning of your journey. Townsend Harris is a very special place for so many reasons, as you'll find out today. But no matter the journey you took, we have all arrived at this moment right now together, in which we get to share a celebration of belonging, of family, and of unity. And this is cause for joy and for jollity. It is my pleasure to introduce a special young woman, Helen Oliveira, who will lead us in the recitation of the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning. All right. If you could please stand and remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner. All right. We'll begin with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mics on, please. All the mics. Are they on?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
25. Do we have any feedback from 25?
Thank you, that was so beautiful. Please give a warm welcome to Townsend Harris High School co-president, Alumni Association co-president, Craig Sluskin. We would not be the Townsend Harris of today without all of your support. And it is great to see that those who come here are always part of this family.
Thank you. And thank you for coming back today. Great to see you. So good morning. Come on. Good morning. me back this morning. It's great to be here. So when you say Townsend Harris, several words or phrases can come to mind. Classics, hard work, scholarship, collateral. But to me, the word that comes to mind is tradition. Townsend Harris is steeped in tradition. A tradition of excellence, scholarly discourse, giving back to one's community. These traditions have held true from the original Townsend Harris Hall on the City College campus uptown, to the high school that moved down to 23rd Street at the Brew campus, to the reopened school down the block on Parsons Boulevard, to the current school today. Just like each of you, your forefathers from the original Townsend Harris received a wonderful classical education. When I first started working in the Alumni Association back in the 1990s, I remember being awestruck at the personalities around the table. There was Henry Sheriff, who was a prominent attorney, who was more responsible than any alumni for the recreation of this school. Maury Packard and Charlie Siggety, who were builders and real estate moguls. Jerry Chazen, who was one of the founders of Liz Claiborne. Kenneth Shorter, one of the first African-American New York State Supreme Court justices. And many other prominent doctors and lawyers and educators and artists and politicians. I remember sitting around the table and listening to these guys talk about the old school. And it was remarkable the number of parallels between the original school and the reestablished school. They talked about Latin and Greek classes. They talked about a rigorous physical education program. They also had to do the runs. They talked about how the old school was full of first or second generation immigrants. Does any of this sound familiar? I think so. And as a side, they complained about the lack of women in the school. So clearly, we resolved that issue. Sadly, many of these men are no longer with us. I get the all too frequent letter from a widow or a child that a member of the Townsend Harris family has passed. And a good number of those letters express how much Townsend Harris meant to them. The youngest of the original Harrisites is now 94 years old. That's why we started getting their stories on video. We honor these great founders by remembering them, remembering what they stand and stood for. But that's our job as leaders of the Townsend Harris Alumni Association. We can't do it alone. We need all Harrisites to remember. On our website, dtha.org, we have pages for our Hall of Fame inductees as well as over 100 obituaries of alumni and video interviews with several. And I challenge each of you to read up on these folks. And I think about how their experiences can be examples of the Townsend Harris spirit. And if you want to take it a step further, there's actually a book about the history of Townsend Harris called The Bright Boys. It's a book written by the wife of an alum, Morton LeBeau, about the high school. And when Principal Condon was first appointed to his current position, the first thing he got from me was the book and an assignment to read it. Townsend Harris is a school with a rich history, both for the old school and the new school. Each day, when you walk through the hallways of the new building, you pass the Townsend Harris Wall of Fame, which showcases the many influential folks who graduated from the high school, such as Jonas Salk, who helped rid the world of polio, Richard Rogers, who enriched all of our lives with songwriting and contributions to the American theater, William Klein, who's an accomplished photographer and a director of French films, Herman Wouk, from the class of 30, one of the greatest writers of the 20th century, and up until his death 3 years ago, at 100 years of age, over 100 years of age, still was paying his annual dues. Bob Jastrow, who helped lead NASA through its infancy to the Apollo missions to the moon, and with other prominent individuals, such as Charles Strauss, from the class of 44, who wrote such musicals as Bye Bye Birdie and Annie, and Benjamin Ferencz from the class of 36, who was a chief prosecutor at several of the Nuremberg trials. And this year, we're finally getting serious about updating the wall to reflect the diversity of our school. Very overdue. And even the reestablished school has its own rich and impressive history. The school, which was based in Manhattan originally, closed in the 40s by Mayor Lou LaGuardia, although due to budget cuts. Townsend Harris High School remained a memory until the early 1980s, when a number of the alumni connected to first establish an alumni association, then to dedicate themselves towards the reestablishment of a school, upholding the school's traditions of humanities and community service. One would think a bunch of people working together to open up a school, it's a noble cause and easy to accomplish, but it was not. It took dedication and perseverance. City College, Queens College Original Link, had little interest in reestablishing a connection. The alumni found a great friend in Saul Cohen, who was then the president of Queens College. Dr. Cohen was a strong believer in public education and a strong believer in the humanities tradition. And with his support, The alumni were able to recreate the new Townsend Harris High School at Queens College. And our new school has bred so many accomplished individuals who are changing the world. Tanya Odom from the class of '88 is doing phenomenal work at the Walton Foundation, leading their diversity and inclusion initiatives across the globe. Sean Casey from the class of 2011 is a Navy pilot and aircraft commander serving his country. Jessica Rodriguez from my year in 1991 oversees the entire Univision brand. And you'll hear from two individuals today, Jesse and Chanel, who are making waves in the film, entertainment, and documentary industries. Your admittance into the Townsend Harris family means you are part of a family that's 8,000 plus strong. You'll have the opportunity to meet with those who came before you, those who have done it and those who are now dedicated to seeing the success of each of you and your fellow students. We're available to help you and the school. So I want to welcome our freshmen and incoming sophomores to the Townsend Harris community, and we look forward to meeting you over the next 4 years. Thank you.
The laws of the universe have granted us the gift of the beautiful interaction of sound waves. Who would have thought that the interaction of varying frequencies and overtones of vibrating springs, reeds, and lips could sound so beautiful? Maybe the physics teachers. As a humanities school, we embrace the classics, and the lineage of our Latin language program can be traced back to ancient Rome. The gift of music was ever present in Roman culture, and this gift was given to them, so they thought, by their gods. Today, in our celebration of what makes Townsend Harris High School such an amazing place to be, we also turn to the Roman gods, particularly Jupiter, to guide us in our journey of thought. The Townsend Harris Symphony Orchestra, a newest addition to the ever-growing music department, will perform a movement from Gustav Holst's The Planets entitled Jupiter, the bringer of jollity. Each movement of the planets encapsulates not only the character of varying Roman gods, but a connection to the cosmic existence they represent. Holst's music in this movement is meant to not only bring jollity, but also represent the towering presence of the planet Jupiter. For that is what Townsend is, not just to this city, but to our country. We are producing the next giants in every field, and that is definitely something to celebrate. Please help me welcome to the stage, under the baton of Mr. Chris Lee, the Townsend Harris Symphony Orchestra, not on the stage, but right there. Thank you. who has always steered our ship due north through the most treacherous storms. His unwavering determination and courage has been our compass, ensuring we reach our destination. Please help me welcome our principal, Rahman.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, in some ways, I'm sorry that we're here instead of at Colden Center, although that was completely out of our control. But at the same time, I'm happy we're here because this is our home. And although not everyone can be in this exact space with us, we're still together. So thank you for joining us this morning. And I'd just like to start by just sort of welcoming our alumni, our families, our students, our faculty, and all of those that support our wonderful learning community. The man for whom this school is named said, "Open the doors to all. Let the children of the rich and the poor take their seat together and know of no distinction save that of industry, good conduct, and intellect." And if you recognize those words, Mr. Slutskin mentioned them earlier as academics and hard work and contribution. The many ways, I'm sorry, I'm reading my writing. Anyway, there are many ways that we express that here, and there are many wonderful things about being part of the Townsend Harris High School family. And today we are welcoming the next generation of Harrisites. So today you're going to take the Ephibic Oath, an oath that's been given to students in this school since its founding, and an oath that is similar to the young men of 5th century Athens. And by taking that oath, both students and the adults in the building, and by retaking that oath, you are affirming your commitment to the things that are important to our school. And the first is that we always leave the place we are greater than we found it, not lesser. In other words, we pass on to the next generation something even better than they gave to us, that was given to us. Second is we promise to stand by each other in difficult times. And there will be difficult times. There have been difficult times, and there are going to be difficult times in the future. And you look to the person to the left of you, and you look to the person to the right of you, and you know that when those difficult times come, that person will be there with you. They're going to stand in the ranks, and we're going to protect the traditions of our school. It's an amazing and unique place to spend 4 years. We have some graduates up here, and I think if you speak to them after the ceremony, they will confirm what I'm sharing with you if you are a freshman or a new staff member, that this wonderful place, you may spend 4 years here with us, but you carry it with you everywhere you go for the rest of your life. You are always a Harrisite. So today, when we share the oath together, when we speak it together one more time, or for the first time, you become part of the family and the group of people known as Harrisites. And Harrisites are the type of people that do a little bit more than is expected of them. And Harrisites are the type of people that think of others before they think of themselves. Harrisites are people who seek peace, not conflict. It's a unique group of human beings. And, you know, all you have to do is look to our alumni to see how special they are, to know that that is what you will be as well. And not only will you be that, you will contribute to increase that and make it even greater. I offer everybody 3 pieces of advice, or 3 sort of maxims to live by, and they're actions you have to take. You have to do them every day. They become, they're practices, right? And then practices become habits, and then habits become who you are. So the first habit you should practice of the 3 is gratitude. So be grateful. Gratitude's a state of mind. It's the ability, the choice to look around you and see all of the good that is in your life, all the things that have been given to you, and all the things that you have earned, and to take a second and appreciate them for what they are. The second thing I ask people to do as a practice is to be generous. We have more than most people in the world. The United States is the richest, most wonderful place, not imperfect as it is, the richest and freest place in the world. And Townsend Harris is probably the most wonderful, academically challenging, socially supportive environment that one could attend 4 years of high school in. So we want to share that. And we want you to share that. And by our commitment to public service in your pursuit of different honor societies, the community service requirements are one way of us being generous with what we do here. We share our seminar experience with other high schools now. We share our experience around literacy work with other high schools. We share our work around working with students that have some learning issues with other schools. We are generous with what we learn and what we do. So continue to be that, right? And the third thing you need to be, or you need to practice every day, is kindness. So there is someone next to you, around you, within your proximity that might not be having the best day. They might be going through things that you're not aware of because they're not wearing it on themselves. It's deep, buried below the surface where you can't quite observe it. Be kind, right? If you have a kind word, if you have an encouraging word, share it. If you can help somebody with something, help them. Help them carry something. Help them complete something. Say something nice or kind. And in that way, you actually develop your own character. And what I think I am most proud of the students that graduate from here is not the colleges they go to, that's wonderful. It's not the ranking that the school gets at US News and World Report, although that's wonderful. It's not the number of applications that we get each year, thousands of them when other schools don't get near that. Those are all wonderful things. And there are things for some people to be proud of, right? But what I'm proud of is the character of our graduates, of our students. The fact that our students are grateful, the fact that our students are generous, and the fact that our students are kind. And I hope for those of you that are new to our tradition today, that you embrace those characteristics and those practices, and you grow them both internally for you and externally for our community. And for those of you that are renewing that oath today, I hope you continue to grow those practices. If we are a place that is grateful, generous, and kind, good things will continue to come to us. So it's with that that I say to all of the new members of our community and all of the returning members of our community, welcome and welcome back, and I'm happy to stand here and take the oath with you, and I'm especially happy to take the journey with you. So thank you and enjoy your Founders Day.
Music is a unique art form that can only ever exist in the present. Performances of Founders Day past only exist in our memories, and the notes on the pages of our orchestra are just ink marks on paper that give instructions to the musicians. What makes something music is the bringing to life of those notes. To bring life to music before you next is the Townsend Harris Music Dream Team singing a classic from Simon and Garfunkel to appreciate the beauty of what music can bring. Remember, we must first embrace the sound of silence. Help me welcome to the stage Mr. Stern, Mr. Lee, and Mr. Heathwood, the Townsend Harris Music Dream Team.
Darkness, my old friend, I come to talk with you again, because the vision softly creeping left its seats while I was sleeping. vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turn my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes are stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share. No one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you, but my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming, and the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, whispered in the sound of silence.
As I mentioned earlier, we're going to hear from two amazing alumni. Jesse Ash from the class of 2002 and Chanel Aponte Pearson from the class of 2001. Chanel Aponte Pearson is an American writer, producer, and director. Born in the Bronx, she's the executive producer for the Peabody Award-winning HBO series Random Acts of Flyness and producer for the critically acclaimed feature An Oversimplification of Her Beauty. She's a member of the New Negres Film Society, a collective that centers the work of black women and non-binary filmmakers. She's also a 2022 Momentum Fellow at the Sundance Institute. Jesse Ash, a native New Yorker and former member of the Alumni Association's Board of Directors, is a prominent documentarian, producer, and director who runs his own firm, Greener Media. He works with clients ranging from Fortune 500 companies to grassroots nonprofits. He's the director of The Man in the Maze, which won a Sundance Film Festival Award from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. He's an associate producer on the feature film documentary Common Ground, and also produced first-time filmmaker Karen Young's short documentary Love Chinatown in 2020, which was licensed by Lightbeam Media. I know personally that Jesse has a unique ability to tell a story in a way that captivates the audience. Jesse produced each of the videos of the alumni that I spoke about earlier. So it's my pleasure to introduce this morning Jesse and Chanel.
Let me grab this. Oh man, good morning. That's what I'm talking about, yes. Thank you to Selena Lee, Veronica York, and the Townsend Harris Alumni Association for inviting us today. My name is Chanel Aponte Pearson. I am of class 2001, and this is Jesse Ash of class of 2002. and it's a little surreal for me to even be here. I can't believe it's been over 20 years, but it's incredible, and I'm so glad to be here. And I'm just incredibly honored and grateful to be able to speak with you all today. So as I was preparing remarks for today, I couldn't help but think of this concept of Sankofa, right? So derived from the Akan people of Ghana, Sankofa represents the value and the significance of remembering the past to make positive progress in the future. And as storytellers, specifically filmmakers, this is both a concept and a practice that we engage in all times, and sometimes without even knowing it. We document the lived realities, the memories, the dreams of those whose stories essentially make up our world today. Now, I have to admit, I didn't always recognize the people, the institutions, or the opportunities that helped pave my way. I was so laser focused with such tunnel vision, all pointing towards what I needed to achieve. I don't know if you felt that or not, being a Harrisite. I had no time to look back, to reach back, to evaluate or remember. I just had to get to that next milestone, achieve that next goal for me, for my family, for my community. There's never enough time, there's never enough energy, or at least that's what I told myself. But thankfully, the universe has a wonderful, kind way of giving me necessary life lessons and wisdom. So one example of this was when I reconnected with two particularly special people from my past and now my present, Jessie Ash and Paulina Davis, a Townsend Harris alum who couldn't be here today and who is also from the class of 2002. Together, we are producing a feature-length documentary that examines the ongoing affordable housing crisis through the lens of one native New Yorker and her family's connection to the first non-segregated housing cooperative in New York City. That native New Yorker is Paulina Davis. And I'm so happy and grateful that I get to reconnect with Jessie and Paulina as friends, comrades, and colleagues on this important project.
Thank you, Chanel. So it's important to note that our lives are crazy and hectic, right? It's easy to get lost in the web of school, life, the internet, your phones, which I saw a number of you lighting up the auditorium for that beautiful rendition of The Sound of Silence. But it's really, really important to take moments, as Principal Condon said, to appreciate what's in front of you, and as importantly, who is in front of you. So if you take a minute or a few seconds just to look, actually look to your left, to your right, in front of you and behind you. These classmates are connections. Some of them who you've already shared in the ups and downs while in high school or at the start of high school for those freshmen out there. And some of you, as you go forth from Townsend, will take with you for the rest of your lives these relationships and these connections. I can tell you, having been involved in the Alumni Association and having the privilege of working on this project with my classmate Paulina Davis and Chanel right here, that these connections and friendships are invaluable. Paulina and I have stayed connected over the years, but when she reached out to me and told me she had a personal story that she felt she needed to tell, which was during the heart of the pandemic, we hit the ground running, capturing interviews with her family and community elders as we knew time was of the essence. Chanel and I also reconnected after many years as the creative work she made that Craig so wonderfully introduced came to my attention as a fellow filmmaker. It's funny but unsurprising when and where good people and fantastic collaborators come back into your life.
Right, so it's interesting that you say how funny but also not surprising life can be. So remember when I said I was too focused on what's ahead of me and how I had all these plans and all these goals that I needed to achieve, right? So here's what I learned about goals and plans. At least for me, the goalposts stayed the same throughout my life. And that for me, that was justice and liberation for all people. But the universe she just wanted to keep changing my GPS. And I mean, I didn't appreciate it at the time, but now I do. After graduating from Townsend, just stick with me with here. After graduating from Townsend Harris and spending my entire life in New York City, I received a scholarship from the Posse Foundation. All right, Posse folks. I found myself in Greencastle, Indiana. I told myself I was gonna come back to the Bronx and work for a social justice, nonprofit during my summers off. But at the time, many organizations didn't have the budget to pay their interns, and I kind of needed that money. So I worked for financial services. I paid off some student loans, and I learned about microfinance and its impact on women and girls all across the globe. But then the investment bank that I worked for filed for bankruptcy and folded. So then I found myself going back to school. But then, while studying public policy and nonprofit management at NYU Wagner, I realized that my entire social circle consisted of artists and filmmakers who engaged in the most heated conversations I have ever experienced, specifically around justice and liberation and equity. So I found myself pivoting again and using my experience as a program manager to produce socially driven films, music videos, and video installations. So all of this to say, trust the journey. Even if you drift from your peers, trust that reconnection is always possible. I know it has been for me. I couldn't have foreseen reconnecting with Jesse and Paulina in the way that I have. I couldn't have foreseen spending an hour on the Q44 this morning, which I'm pretty sure I came in with some of you. But I am certainly happy and grateful that my cosmic GPS directed me back here on Founders Day with all of you.
So we want to close with another cosmic connection to Townsend Harris. So about a year into working on this documentary, we discovered that New York's first African-American congressman, Adam Clayton Powell Jr., not only played a pivotal role in the creation of the Dory Miller Housing Cooperative, he was also a Townsend Harris alum. So he holds a place in Queens history, New York history, and American history, and all of you also play a part in that history too. And while Adam Clayton Powell made his impact specifically in public service, what does leaving your city better than you found it mean to you? It doesn't mean that you have to hold the weight of the world on your shoulders. We live in one of the greatest cities in the world, but you also live in one of the most expensive cities in the world. Most Harrisites, having been on the Alumni Association and been a Harrisite myself, come from working middle-class immigrant families. And while you're privileged in having this caliber of education, you're also under a lot of pressure as young people in the city and in this country. So yes, be the change makers that the world needs, but do it in your own way. Yes, affordable housing is too large of an issue to be solved by one individual, but each of you still play a role in ensuring everyone has a right to affordable housing. So just like our election simulation here at Townsend teaches us year in and year out, your vote and your voice do matter. Just because the task is too big doesn't exclude you from taking it on your own way.
So thank you so much, and I'm so glad to be here. We're glad to be here, and enjoy the rest of Founders Day.
There is a law called FAPE that says that all students deserve a free and appropriate public education. Here at Townsend Harris, you have that and so much more. It is the only reason why I'm no longer here. I wanted to ensure that the rest of the city has that as well. And in order to know how we got here, we need to remember the past. I am deeply proud of our Townsend Harris present. Dr. Sato and her students will fill us in on the journey to here.
Great speech.
Test.
Welcome to the second ever Townsend Harris Founders Day Game Show. This is a competition between the grades to see which grade really knows our school the best. There'll be 10 questions with 4 teams and 3 people per team. These are the rules. Don't buzz in before the buzzer's on the screen, otherwise the game will penalize you. The point value of the answer will be 100 points. There's no point reduction if you get it wrong. You have 5 seconds to discuss with your group before the buzzers go on. Make sure to choose one person to give the answer. Wait until your team's called on to give your answer. The winning teams will receive the following prizes. Now, let's test the buzzers. Are all the teams ready?
Starting with question 1.
Okay, settle down, please. Question 1. The year 1804, in which Townsend Harris was born, was a very active year for the world. Napoleon declared himself Emperor of France. Britain produced the first steam locomotive. Thomas Jefferson began his second term as the third President of the United States. Townsend Harris was born on October 4th, 1804 in Sandy Hill, New York, now known as Hudson Falls. Question: the world population reached 8 billion in 2023. In Harris's birth year, 1804, the world population reached blank. A, 1 billion, B, 2 billion, C, 3 billion, or D, 4 billion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sophomores, do you have an answer?
Yeah, 2 billion. B.
That is incorrect. Freshmen, do you have an answer? 1 billion? That is correct.
Question number 2. Coming from a poor family, Townsend Harris left school at age 13 to help his older brother's porcelain import business in New York City and became a junior partner at 16. Porcelain is the finest quality of all earthenware. Question: the American porcelain business in the 19th century was imported from A, China, B, Holland, C, England, D, all of the above. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seniors, what is your answer?
D, all of the above.
That is correct.
Yo, give her the buzzer, bro.
Okay, question number 3. Harris had an incredibly versatile career. First as a merchant, then as an avid critical reader who taught himself French, Italian, and Spanish. He also did civil service, serving the National Army, plus volunteering as a fireman. In his mature years, he became the New York City Board of Education president, establishing New York's first free high school. Eventually, he became the nation's first consul general to Japan. Question: Harris was deeply influenced by a famous American who was 98 years older. This person was an American polymath who was active as a writer, scientist, inventor, statesman, diplomat, printer, publisher, and political philosopher. He was also the first postmaster general. Name this person. A, Alexander Hamilton. B, Benjamin Franklin. C, Harriet Tubman. Or D, Abraham Lincoln. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seniors, do you have an answer?
B, Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin.
That is correct.
Okay, question number 4. Oops, sorry. Question number 4. In 1884, William Hallett Green became the first African American to graduate from City College. Green also became the first African American member of the U.S. Army Signal Corps. However, this was only after former Civil War general and City College president Alexander Webb persuaded the Secretary of War to overrule a decision that rejected him. Question: Green also later became the country's first African American A. Geologist, B. Military analyst, C. Meteorologist, D. Armed priest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Juniors, do you have an answer?
A, geologist.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Freshmen, do you have an answer?
B, military analyst.
That is incorrect. Seniors, do you have an answer?
C.
C, meteorologist is correct.
Question number 5. In 1869, the Board of Education created the first institution to offer free public higher education for girls in New York City. Building upon Harris's principles of the Free Academy, this normal college was open to all women, regardless of race, religion, or ethnic background. Question: what was the top career choice that women pursued at the beginning of the Normal College of New York? A, teacher, B, nurse, C, editor, or D, secretary? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freshman, what is your answer?
B, nurse.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
B.
Sophomores, what is your answer?
A, teacher.
That is correct. Question number 6. In 1853, President Fillmore sent Commodore Perry to attempt to open up Japan after they had already been in isolation from the world for nearly 260 years. On Commodore Perry's second trip to Japan, Townsend Harris implored President Pierce to permit him to join the voyage. My apologies. As Harris took on a position in the New York Board of Education, undesired by many, Harris took on the position as the first U.S. diplomat to Japan. Question: what was the initial reason for the U.S. to break Japan's isolation? The U.S. wanted to A, prepare for a war with Britain over Japan, B, convert Japanese to Christianity, C, fuel ships for whaling, or D, mine the gold Japan had at the time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Juniors, do you have an answer?
We're gonna go with A.
A, prepare for a war with Britain over Japan, is incorrect. I am sorry. Seniors, do you guys have an answer?
We're gonna go with C, whaling.
The fueling ships for whaling, C is correct.
All right, question number 7. Harris's original free academy had to close in 1942 due to the city's budget constraints. In 1984, Townsend Harris High School reopened under Dr. Malcolm Largman and his staff. Dr. Largman said in his interview that he had less than a year to create a high school from scratch. Before the reopening of Townsend Harris High School, the school faced much opposition from other schools in Queens. Question: what was the reason for the opposition to reopen Townsend Harris High School in 1984? A, there were too many high schools in Queens already. B, the traffic in the neighborhood would get worse. C, there was no real estate available for a new school in Queens. Or D, other high schools in Queens were afraid Townsend Harris would attract the smartest students. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seniors, what is your answer?
We're gonna go with C.
C is incorrect. Freshmen, do you have an answer?
D.
D. Other high schools were afraid Townsend would attract the smartest students is correct.
Question number 8. The Classic is a student-run high school newspaper of Townsend Harris High School. Frequently named the best high school newspaper in New York City by Boone College's New York City Public School Journalism Awards. The paper has run free of censorship and administrative review since its founding in the fall of 1984. Question: which of the following publications has the Classic not been featured in? A. The New York Times. B. Teen Vogue. C. Time Magazine. Or D. The Washington Post. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
D.
Sophomores, what is your answer?
D.
Unfortunately, B. Teen Vogue is not correct.
No, wait. I said D.
We said D. We said
Oh,
D.
D. It's D.
Juniors, what is your answer?
Wait.
D.
What did you say?
We said D.
We said D. D, the Washington Post.
Unfortunately, D is also incorrect.
I said D.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
A. Freshman, what was your answer? A. That is also incorrect. Seniors, there's only one choice left. What is your answer?
I think we're gonna go with C.
That is correct, yes. Time Magazine. Question number 9. Okay, question number 9. The Reading Initiative at Townsend Harris was launched in 2022 to promote independent reading, which often gets set aside due to our rigorous schoolwork. Led by the English teacher, Mr. Brian Sweeney, and the librarian, Ms. Arlene Laverde, the Townsend Harris Reading Initiative offers fun activities such as all-night reading events, book trivia games, and trips to libraries and bookstores. Question: in 2022, students in the Reading Initiative logged how many collective minutes of reading? A. Over 10,000. B. Over 100,000. C. Over 500,000. Or D. Over 1 million. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Juniors, do you have an answer?
C. Over 500,000.
C is wrong. I'm sorry. Freshmen, do you have an answer?
D.
B, over 100,000 is wrong. I'm sorry.
We said D.
Oh, D was already chosen though, right?
A.
D, over 1 million is correct.
We said A. Oh.
Okay, question number 10.
Just give me the answer and I'll say what's correct.
They said B?
That's what I said.
Really? Yes. Wait, but they were like, they said D. Okay, well, let's move on. Question number 10.
We should just give it to us.
Did the freshman get it correct?
Yeah.
The freshman did get it correct. The freshman said D.
Freshman said D.
They said D. No, but you guys heard B, but they said D. All right, question 10. Townsend Harris consistently ranks among the top 100 high schools in the United States. Since 2019, 2019 U.S. News and World Report has ranked Townsend Harris #1 in New York State. Townsend Harris ranked 19 nationally in 2022. Townsend Harris High School is described to many as a safe, caring, and thriving learning community, and many alumni come back here to become a teacher. Question, which of these faculty members did not attend Townsend Harris? A, Ms. Ziyan, B, Mr. Rahman, C, Ms. Brea, or D, Ms. Sardina? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freshmen, do you have an answer?
A, Miss Ziyan.
That is incorrect. Sophomores, do you have an answer?
C. C.
Did you said D?
C.
C? C, Miss Brea is correct.
Now we're on question number 11. Alumni William Stig attended the original Townsend Harris High School from 1918 to 1922 and graduated at 15 years old. He would later attend City College of New York, the National Academy of Design, and Yale School of Art. Despite attending 3 institutions, he never completed college. Later in his career, he would start writing children's books, publishing his first one in 1968. Question, which famous character did Stig create? A, Po from Kung Fu Panda. B, Shrek from Shrek. C, Barry from the Bee Movie. Or D, Gene from the Emoji Movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freshmen, what is your answer?
B, Shrek.
That is correct! So now we'll be tallying up scores.
We're trying our best, guys.
All right, guys, we got the results.
Hold on, all right. I don't remember, all right, see her. Can you, okay. No, it was the other way around. Senior, freshman got it. Freshman, sophomore.
I feel like that. I was not in last place.
Why you guys are doubting? What? You don't even have to tell the points. You don't got to tell the points, you're going.
Let's go from fourth to first.
All right.
All right, we want a drum roll, please. Drum roll, drum roll. In 4th place, we have the juniors. 3rd place, we have the sophomores. In 2nd place, we have the freshmen.
We work.
And in 1st place, we have the seniors. All right, thank you to all the contestants, the MCs, Tekla, and Dr. Sato for hosting this event. We'll see you next year!
Congratulations, seniors. Well done. That was amazing. And just a round of applause for the remarkable Dr. Sato and her team of students. That was beautiful. Everybody, if you take a look at the banner, we are Townsend Harris High School at Queens College. And we would not be where we are today without this very special and strong bond and partnership with Queens College. Here to address you on behalf of that partnership, your wonderful college preparatory program director, Robin Hisme.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So Principal Condon, honored guests, Alumni Association, Craig, Townsend Harris faculty, administration, students, parents, friends. It is a great honor and privilege to be here this morning and send greetings and welcome from the Queens College President, Frank Wu, and the Dean of the School of Education at Queens College, Dr. Bobby Cabuto. As you've heard multiple times this morning, the collaboration has been a fruitful segment of the Townsend Harris High School history since 1984, and it is mutually beneficial on both sides, partly, I think, because our institutions share an emphasis on scholarship and service, right? As you're taking the Ephebic Oath this morning, I want to remind everyone that the college motto is, "We learn so that we may serve." So, without further ado, I just want to point out some of the collaboration highlights that we have, and I'll just mention two. Of course, the election simulation, which you are all engaged in now, right, is something that was started by the Political Science Department faculty in collaboration with Townsend Harris faculty. Isn't it great, election simulation? Rah, rah, yeah? And of course, as all the seniors know, you come over to the college campus to take both your humanities courses and your college electives. So I just want to urge everyone to, as Principal Condon mentioned before, take everything in with gratitude, but also continue to be generous and kind, because you are already now, with every act of kindness and generosity, making your city greater than it was. That's it. Enjoy the rest of the morning, and good luck.
Okay, if you can please help me welcome to the stage for a quick update on our reading challenge, one of your favorite teachers, Mr. Brian Sweeney.
Okay, good morning. Last year, we began the reading initiative at Townsend Harris, and as you heard during the quiz show, our students logged over 1 million minutes in reading collectively across the school year. Each minute logged by a student earned that student and their grade 1 point, and by the end of the year, one class took an insurmountable lead and became our first winners of the Townsend Harris Cup, and that class was the current seniors, class of 2024. That was pretty good, the clapping, but I'm here to announce who's winning right now. And they may or may not be in the room, but seniors, I need you to promise me there's going to clap for whichever class is winning, no matter what your feelings are about them. I'll give you 1,000 points to the senior class. All right, yeah, that's a good start. So yes, you won last year, but the competition is back on, and students have been quietly logging minutes so far this year. Our amazing librarian, Ms. Laverty, has been tallying them up. We would like to make it a tradition that we don't release the scoreboard showing who is winning until Founders Day. So I'm here to share this year's current standings and to let it be known that the game is officially on. Now, last year, I thought it was really impressive that the top scoring class, the class that began in the lead, last year's sophomores, had a commanding lead with over 17,000 points as of Founders Day 2022. I thought that that was a huge number. This year, the sophomores are starting off with 36,876 points. Where's the clapping? Where's the clap for the sophomores? But they are not in the lead, because there is a class with 49,300 345 points. Which class do you think it is? Call it out. It's the juniors. But they are not in the lead because, believe it or not, there is a class that currently has 74,143 points, and that is our reigning champions, the seniors. But you're also not in the lead. That is because the freshmen, the class of 2027, are currently winning with 81,186 points. So can we switch the slide? There it is. That means from one year to the next, our top scoring team has nearly 5 times more points as our top scorers had this time last year. But if last year is any indication, the standings can change drastically across the year. Class of 2024 started off in 3rd place, won big by the end, with 5 juniors winning our grand prize, which was a free spot on our overnight trip. Cash value over $400. Remember though, the grade competition is about bragging rights. Individuals, you all individually stand to win prizes throughout the year. I'm here to award 2 prizes. They're both $100 Amazon gift cards. The first goes to freshman Sunny Chen. She knocked out our summer reading challenge. She did an amazing job there, so she wins. The second goes to someone who we choose at random from a group of people who consistently participate. You could have 300 points, you could have 5,000 points, but if we see you joining events, logging minutes, we take notice, we put you in a pool, we pick a person. The next Amazon gift card goes to Junior Khalil Tinley. All right, I will reach out to both of them. You're going to get your prizes. If you're somewhere in the building, I'll email you. Finally, last year, to encourage you to participate more, I said that we would be giving away AirPods Pro to a regular participant at our holiday event, Seasons Readings, which we did. I have to admit that when I said that last year, Ms. Laverty was a little annoyed with me because I made it up on the spot and we had no money. But I figured we would figure it out, which we did. This year, thanks to over 300 of you coming last week to our readathon, our Witching Hour readathon, and paying to get in, we're now loaded. So this year I can say for sure that we have the money to give away a set of AirPods Max at Seasons Readings. Max, the big one. That's in a little over a month. So if you're not involved, get involved. Read my emails. And if you are involved, keep reading. I can think of no better way to honor our founders than to join us in that mission. Happy Founders Day.
Congratulations, readers. I want to take a quick moment to thank our live stream team and shout out Ryan Young. Thank you for the live stream. My family's watching because of you. And to thank the extraordinary Veronica York for producing this incredible event. And now, without further ado, the Townsend Harris High School senior class presents the Hawkademy Awards.
Wait, Aiden. What? Aiden, why aren't you ready?
Ready for what?
The award show, duh.
Oh my God.
What am I gonna do with this, man? Well, good afternoon, Townsend Harris. We are gathered here today to honor, among many things, the important people throughout history who have contributed to the great foundation of our school.
And we thought, what a better way to do that than by awarding the amazing teachers we have here today. Without further ado, welcome to the first ever Hawkademy Awards.
We're your hosts, Rachel and Aiden. To kick off the show, we wanted to showcase something that truly represents Townsend Harris, our dedication to the ancient language.
Let's welcome Mr. Amana.
Salute! Thank you guys so much for inviting me. Wait. Do you guys remember your second declension masculine endings? Guys! Goes like this. Usiomo, Usiomo, Usiomo. Yo, sosis.
Thank you, Mr. Amana. Let's give him a round of applause.
Okay, now, what we've all been waiting for, I would love to invite our beloved Senora Esquerra to the stage to present our first award of the evening, Most Eco-Friendly. Hola, babies! How are you? You look so beautiful. Show me. Wow. Okay, envelope.
Here you go, Mrs. Esquerra.
Gracias.
Ada.
Adiós. Adiós.
And the award goes to Senior Awards for his iconic green paper slips.
Thank you, Senora. I'd just like to thank my wife, my dog. How much more time do I need to stall for? Do y'all like Taylor Swift?
Mr. Owens.
Oh, what is wrong with you people?
Mr. Owens, when are we gonna get that first quiz back?
Oh, Jesus, Aiden. Look, Aiden, it's not all about the quiz. It's about the friends we made along the way. I'm sorry.
Aiden, there you are. Wait, what's going on here? Miss Reyes, Mr. Sparza, it's the Academy Awards.
Whoa, that's a lot. COVID test? Last call. Really? No one?
Guess not. Come on, Paul, let's go. By the way, I got you.
Thank you, Mr. Reyes.
Someone say attendance.
Oh, hey, Miss Levi.
You know you're on the road to detention, right?
Oh, really? It will happen again, I promise.
You're right.
Yes, it will. Now, let's welcome Miss Frankowski and Miss Bax to honor the teacher that just can't stop talking.
Listen. I couldn't get a single hour of sleep last night. My eldest daughter, she just became a nurse, so I set my alarm clock for 5:30. Instead, I wake up at 1, thinking that it's 5, and I get ready, and I'm almost at the door, and then I realize the time. And then I go back to bed, and then I wake up my daughter, and she's already gone. Oh my goodness, I don't know how you do it. I only have 2 kids, and one of them is barely passing math class, and his mother is a math teacher. Oh my goodness, I hope no one ever finds out that his mother is a math teacher.
Hey,
my
guys, the award.
The award.
Oh my goodness, oh sorry. Oh, this envelope is so hard to open. Problem, we need to use 2 times. And the winner is Miss Wendy!
Wait, I really hope you guys sanitize before trying to touch me.
Sorry, Miss
Whitman.
Anyways, thank you so much for this award. I'll take it as a compliment because I absolutely love talking to my students and showing them pictures of my kids and my dogs, even if it takes up the entire band. Wait, do you guys want to see this picture of Eliana at Disney?
Miss Whitman, maybe next time.
Oh, okay, Aiden. And now, oh my God, thank God we sanitized.
Rachel, did I hear you? Were you coughing? Are you sick?
I'm okay, Mr. B, but thank you. Hey.
No. You know if you're sick, you have to try my lemon ginger blast. You know, can you smell the jalapenos, the ginger? Anyways, what's this about this award that I gotta present?
Hey, perfect timing.
Yeah.
This is your award.
All right, perfect. Let's see. The award for the most self-love. Let's see. Oh, it's me! Oh, thank you. But you know, I'd like to thank Jazz. I'd like to thank Miss Fee. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you, Mr. B. Congratulations on your award. Thank you.
Hey, Hey, Aiden, isn't this already so much better than every year when you just show some clueless freshmen around the school?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, do you know where I am? And how do I find room 623?
This is the Academy Awards. Get out!
Hey, Mr. Hyman, what are you doing here?
Hey, don't forget the robotics ends at 3 a.m. tomorrow. It's build season. Wait, aren't you supposed to be on the boba shift right now? Wait, let me find someone to guide you. Steel! Hogs!
I'm here for my award. Miss Duffy, that's not how this works. Wait, where's Mr. Chowdhury? Isn't he just presenting your award?
Hey, Rachel!
Hey, Mr. Chowdhury.
Mr. Chowdhury, you're 30 seconds late. My award was supposed to be presented by now.
Sorry, Miss Duffy. Let's just get right to the... Uh-oh.
Mr.
I think I left the award back in the cafeteria.
It's fine. You know what? I don't need to be presented an award by a man. Oh, you know what? Can you just send me cute pictures of animals so I can put it on my slides? Because my students never send me anything!
Will do!
Miss Duffy.
Sorry, discipline.
Mr. Haggerty.
Noem, octo. Septum, sex 5.
Mr. Haggerty, can we just get to the award, please?
The award.
Here you go.
The award for world's best father goes to Mr. Seidel. Mr. Seidel?
Oh no, he must have forgotten that we skipped 4th band today again. We really need to print out a schedule for that man.
Mr. Haggerty, since we have the time, I have a question for you. How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
The Roman Empire. Empire Romanus. Romani, Romanum, Romana.
I gotta run, but don't forget to have a Dope Friday!
Oh, what am I gonna do with him? Hi, Mr. Ernst.
Hey, Miss Baranoff.
If I have to submit another hour on X2 Vol, I'm literally gonna die. Anyways, I'm ordering food. Does anyone want anything?
No, thank you.
We're good. Thank you so much, Miss Baranoff. See you later.
You know, I think my Roman Empire might be Miss York's laugh.
Aiden, you cracked me up.
Hey, Miss York, we were just talking about you.
We were just talking about you. Since you're here, could you present our next award?
Well, of course, Rachel. Our award for most dynamic duo is, of course, Mr. Lee and Mr. Heathwood.
Mr. Heathwood, I can't even describe how much I hate paperwork.
I know, and the keys to the rainbow, they got lots of...
I'm sorry, and I'm gonna let you finish, but if we're talking about most dynamic duo, I'm gonna have to give it up to Mr. R and Mr. Stern.
Country road,
take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Take me home, country roads.
Eat bagels!
thank you so much for this award.
Wait, David, what time is it? I have to go make that test. Everyone's gonna fail tomorrow. Oh, and then I'm getting a haircut.
Wait, Mr. R, why would you need a haircut?
It takes a lot of time to maintain this beautiful head of hair.
Oh.
No, honestly, it's only a 60 to 90 second problem.
Oh.
Hi, Rachel. Hi, Aiden.
Hi, hey, Miss Cooper.
Can I get a student to volunteer for me, please? Oh, yes, freshman.
Oh, what is happening?
Okay, I'm going to need you to hold my legs for me, okay?
Whoa, Miss Cooper, what are you doing?
What do you mean? How am I supposed to show my students the DNA structure?
Miss Cooper, since you're here, do you want to present our next award?
Oh, of
Most
course.
energetic.
Yes, please. Okay. The award goes to Mr. Sweeney. Woo!
Give him the mic.
Hi. Thank you so much for this award.
As Yoda once said...
Mr. Sweeney, please contain yourself.
I'm sorry. Make sure to complete your 6 journals and 2 papers by tonight. And this year is actually one of our most impressive years without any controversy.
Okay.
So make sure to get some interviews for this.
Will do, Mr. Sweeney. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. And now, unfortunately, our last award of the night. But last but not least, goes to the teacher who loves working here the absolute most, Mr. Kader!
Aiden, no phones allowed.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna retire next year, I swear. But as I always say, last one, fast one. But anyways, I would like to thank...
Hey, what's going on here? The library is closed, I gotta go home.
Hey, Mr. Verdi.
Aiden, is that gum?
No.
You know there's no eating allowed.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, ow.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming to this year's Talk Academy.
See you next year.
Wait.
Hold up.
Mr. Seidel.
I thought I was getting an award. Mr. Katamani.
Mr. Seidel, what's up, man?
Guys, out, I gotta go home.
Only in America, what a great country!
Out, I gotta go home.
Thank you.
Beautiful, okay.
That was fun.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you!
Are we missing, do we have one more?
Hey, I hope you all enjoyed that amazing skit that we put together. And we are going to move on to our attendance now. So, wherever you are in this building, when I call your class, please make sure to make your voices heard, okay? Do we have any freshmen with us today? What about the sophomores? Can I hear the juniors? And what about the seniors? All right, now for the centerpiece of today's celebration. This is where we welcome the new members of the Townsend Harris family, and we ask them to take the Townsend Harris High School Ephebic Oath. So please, if you are a freshman or another first-year student and teachers, please stand and repeat after me. This includes the freshmen who are currently in their classes. All right. Once again, repeat after me. I shall never bring disgrace to my city, nor shall I ever desert my comrades in the ranks. But I, both alone and with my many comrades, shall fight for the ideals and sacred things of the city. I shall willingly pay heed to whoever renders judgment with wisdom, and shall obey both the laws already established and whatever laws the people in their wisdom shall establish. I, alone and with my many comrades, shall resist anyone who destroys the laws or disobeys them. I shall not leave my city any less, but rather greater than I found it. Welcome to Townsend.
Thank Thank you so much, Townsend Harris, for welcoming me back home. It has been such a pleasure hosting this event. And seeing how the future of Townsend is just as promising and even better than the past. We close the proceedings today the way we do every year, by playing the alma mater written by Townsend Harris alum Irvin Drake, class of 1935. Please join the Townsend Harris Chorus, accompanied by the Symphony Orchestra, in the singing of the alma mater Townsend Harris High. That brings us to the end of our program. May you have a remarkable rest of your Founders Day and back at Colden Center next year.